Welcome to Challenger League. We're here for a new season, Season 8. The Spanish Grand Prix starts us off, and Nuno will be your commentator today. Nuno, take us away.
Okay, thank you, Skip. As you can see, we are starting qualifying for yet another season of Challenger League. It's Season 8, and for the second time, it's going to be 10 race season. As we are just seeing Andrew's driving, we just made a mistake there. But yeah, right now, there's some new teams. There's Nordic Blizzard and Fulpeoka. Two teams that came from Sunday League, and BZ was out for one season in Sunday League, and VO got relegated as it's no longer possible for a team owner to have two teams. Now we see the drivers finishing qualifying, and it's Sexy Digger with the hell of a lap. He starts from pole position with a lap of 33, then 4/10 behind, almost half a second behind. It's going to be Kubo starting from second, then it's Keller starting from third, then it's Kamikaze from P4, then it's Jake, followed by Juni, then it's Zeki's verse P7, followed by 16, then it's Levy and Kado goes into top 10. Then it's going to be Corvid, followed by Vlad01, then it's Uris, followed by Quetzi, then it's Andrews, followed by Graf, Het, and Freya.
Yeah. Pretty invisible performance from the camo cars at the back.
Okay, so can we get...
I think they could be on the placeholder.
So Corvid's fine, right? He's fine?
Yeah,
Vibes and inshallah.
much less spin now.
Yeah. It's sort of a front row lockout for MBZ because Kada and Kubo tied it, so we're not actually sure who's going to start ahead. But if it's on the host screen as Kubo ahead, it might be that on the grid as well.
Yeah, we are about to find out as soon as Andrew ready up, and there we go. 11 laps race. It's a wet race. 11 it's the sprint race, as you can see now. The lights are going go out, and yeah, up again for yet another season. I don't know what the hell happened, but Jake, I think it's Jake or Kader, I don't know. Oh, Jake is leaving the lobby already at DNF, but you see Sexy Digger starting from the lead of the race with Kubo now in second, and it's Kamikaze in third, followed by Kader, then it's Juni up there, as you can see. So yeah, really weird start with Jake just leaving instantly DNF there, as we see now Sexy Digger and Kubo. Up there is now Kader, he's still in P4, but yeah, now we see Kamikaze trying to make a move on the outside. Oh, like rocket!
That's why we tell people not to rejoin the game if they get disconnected off the starting grid.
Why would you even try that?
Yep. Carry on, Nina.
Right, so Sexy Digger, after one lap, he's still in the lead of the race with Kubo in second. So it's Nordic Blizzard versus Ricard Auto. Then we have Kader leading this second group with Kamikaze and Kado as well up there. He's trying to make the move on the outside. He makes it pretty well there. Really well done by the Frenchman trying to pass one of the drivers racing on his home race in Spain. As we see. And yeah, right now Kader with the mistake. Now Kader is going to pass him for third place. So there he goes. And we see the top two still. I think Covers is going to slipstream. And once again, another lag storm. I cannot believe this. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Are we back?
Looks like we're back.
We are back. I think X6 might have had an issue there. Not entirely sure. This is, yeah, X6.
And the profile was not the issue.
Right, that's very annoying. We press onwards.
Ooh, Bree, I don't know. Bree just... Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
Bree is disconnected, I believe. We've got a few more DNFs there. X6 is off into the gravel at turn 3, which is a big shame for him because he's just on his return to the sport. Looks like it might be in the connection of Priya that caused that lag storm because she has teleported well off the track. But Kubo is still in the lead of the race. Then we've got Kado and Komi, Sexy Digger and Zekis and Corvid right behind, who's looking okay at the moment. In the Volpeoka, their first ever race in Challenge League, and it's a sprint race to start them off. You know.
Right, so once again, Kubo now leading the race pretty much alone. He was with Kader, I think, up there. Oh no, Sexy Digger actually, but after the lag storm, things have changed quite a bit, so it's now Sexy Digger, Kado, and Kamikaze battling for these final podium positions. As you can see now, Kami on the inside trying to pass Kado, but doesn't work there. So now Kado is going to push him wide. And now Kamikaze is falling to P4, so now Sexy Digger going for the inside. Like, can he make the move now? He's going to touch the grass. Still trying to take 16 as now, yeah. 16 is going to retire, so 3 drivers retiring right now.
And his class
Only
5
15 left.
position in a race of 18 where he DNF'd as the third driver is in fact 16th. So good for him. Go on.
Right, so we see still Kamikaze and Sexy Digger battling for third. You can see now Kamikaze is still very close to him. Can he make a move on the inside? He's gonna try it, but not gonna work. He's once again gonna get pushed there.
Yeah, edged off by
Yes,
Sexy Digger.
But I also would say not the best place to make overtakes. We saw Head 20 pretty well, but it doesn't always work well. And yeah, right now we see more battles, more at the back now. Levy battling entries for P9. As most of the other drivers do seem to be separated by some distance. So yeah, right now I see Levy, Andres, and Kader with some slipstream. Here, can Andres make the move? Now he's staying behind. Now Gironi with the big mistake.
Gironi.
That's the CL champion right there. Is now in P9 really not doing starting off this season pretty well. We see now, yes, Andres, Levy, and Kader right behind. Might be a quite massive battle with 4 laps to go. At the end of this race is now see Andres going to this airpin still staying behind for now. So now I think there's more battle. Oh, it's Kader, Sexy Digger now going side by side. Oh, now Sexy Digger gonna get pushed wide there. I think, yeah, Kader's big pin certainly having a big influence in these races. He just pushes people out, and some people might not really be happy with that.
No, that's
But, now
disappointing there. For sure.
Yeah, now it's this battle still for third place. Sexy Digger versus Kamikaze. Yeah, once again he gets pushed off. Does he not having a good race? Even though he's not that low on the race, he's up there in P4 and maybe a podium. But yeah, right now I can see Kamikaze now trying to fall inside. Sexy Digger's trying to close the door. Can Kamikaze make the move? He's gonna go into the grass, but he's still keeping the slipstream. But nowadays Corville might have the same issues of Kado when it comes to the pink. So yeah, it's a driver to be careful with. I think he was getting pushed by Komi, even though on my screen it did look to be quite
No,
far
I think he
behind.
just
So yeah,
slid off
that's
there, to be honest. Yeah.
yeah. So you can see that's how it is. He's from Australia. We are racing in a European service, so yeah, that's quite normal. But yeah, let's see now once again. Sexy Digger now going for the move on the inside. Can he take it? Is still going side by side now into turn 3. Really big right-hander. Now Sexy Digger I think makes the move there. Really pretty well done. We are talking about the driver who could have certainly won the previous season of Challenger League, but sadly some issues really took him out of the contention, and so Gironi really took full advantage and took the title. Right now I see Kubo about to make his final lap. He's going to be very likely the first ever leader of this season. As soon as we end this sprint race, as we see now, Sexy Digger alone in second, and it's Kado in third, and it's Kamikaze versus Corvid. Kamikaze goes into the grass, and so Corvid takes now first. You can see Kado also, I think, with a mistake, as you can see now. It's a big battle now for the last podium position. Who's gonna get this now? You can see Kamikaze on the inside line. Can he take the move? Corvid still on the inside, on the outside now. It's the insiders now. Kado's taking that alternative road. But now you can see Kubo making the final corners, and there he goes. Really easy race. And there he goes. He's gonna take the sprint race of the Spanish Grand Prix. Sexy Digger gonna fall in for second. Now Kado's gonna take third. Then Corvid before. Then it's Kamikaze.
You're saying Zekis. Wow.
Yes, it's Zeki's versus and Gironi. Disappointing today. Only P8 on the sprint races. Now, oh my god,
what a pack
big
this is.
train there. Yeah, I don't know who the hell finished ahead there, but yeah.
Sad to see Kader and Smirnov. Kader and Smirnov, I think, were 13th and 14th there, despite both being on the podium.
Chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sexy Digger really unlucky with the light stormers that really took him out of the lead, and yes, Kubo just took full advantage. He was pretty much alone. He just needed to bring it home, so he takes the first ever win of this season. And once again, another sprint win race for him. I think it's the third one already. If I'm not mistaken, third, second.
I think someone stopped racing.
I think
in the middle of the track.
It's the people who DNF, I think. Who
people.
Finished. Yeah, it's 16 Priya Jake still yet to finish. But yeah, some issues here today. With Jake instantly just crashing for some reason, really weird.
Yeah, the start of the race was really chaotic. Those first few corners are really tough.
Yeah, and also in the rain doesn't really help.
Kado wins.
Yeah. Now I got really lucky with that the lag storm because I was pushed to last right in the first few corners, and then suddenly I was second.
Results screen wrong.
What?
Oh, he's
Sexy.
P5.
Yeah, might be.
Zekis?
Could be
Sexy
no,
Digger.
Sexy Digger.
That'll be a
Sexy
lag
Digger
storm related
finished
He
issue.
was second.
I think it was because of the lag storm, because
Yeah,
he
no,
also
you're right.
got screwed up by the lag storm.
I think Kada might have gained time through it as well. I'm not entirely sure though. Or maybe it's just because that pack was so close. I think when you're sort of separating by 0.4 of a second in a gap where 5 cars were over the line at the same time, it's hard to say. Nuno, what were the results?
Yes, so Kubo takes the win with Cattle supposedly second, but I think that was Sexy Digger, so Cattle third and Covid P4, followed by Kamikaze, then it's Suri's P6, and it's gonna be Zeki's verse, followed by Jiruni, followed by then Kader and Levi completing the top 10, then it's Colette CP11, followed by Andres, and it's Crafts, Vlad01, Heads, and then 16 Pri and Jake with the DNF.
Yeah, interesting race.
And
Some
Sexy
good
Digger
battles.
takes the fastest lap as well.
Right, we're here for the feature qualifying, proper 3 laps here, 2/3 of the race distance of Sunday League. Take it away, Nuno.
Yeah, and most importantly, it's going to be dry qualifying. So yeah, it certainly does change things a little bit because some drivers are certainly more comfortable in the rain, others more comfortable in the dry. Now it's 3 laps. It's certainly a proper qualifying now, not just a one shot. And yeah, then you're going to have a really good race with dries once again. 29 laps. So yeah, there's lots of strategy to be done in this race. It's not about the positioning and the short term kind of thinking. And so yeah, now the driver's about to finish the first lap. I don't know who's gonna cross in first. Might be Kado, I think, as you can see. It was Journey taking first, but now Sexy Digger with provisional pole 31.82. I do believe some of these drivers could slightly improve their lap, especially Sexy Digger. I think he's the main candidate for the win today. Or maybe Corvid as well. But yeah, let's see now. 16 in P4, really surprising, I would say. He's been away for quite a while, but very recently he has returned. So yeah, right now I see another lag storm for the beat. Okay, not. Okay,
All good now.
seems fine.
Great lap from Sexy.
Yes. I think Sexy Digger skipped his lap, so yeah, he's Jake now up into second place. Really good second lap by Jake, putting himself in second place, just ahead of Shironi. Shironi certainly does need to pick up the points because he did lost some in the sprint. Although luckily the sprint is not, the points of the sprint are not that much as compared to the features. So yeah, we will see now. Sexy Digger is completing the third lap. He's going to improve. Jake into the pits. I don't know what happened to him there.
Jakey.
But yeah, he's suddenly up to second place.
Oh, Jakey.
Oh, that was my last lap.
What a
The others
pole.
sucked.
What a pole lap that is. .58.
Alright, so Sexy Digger takes pole position, lap of 41.58, then it's Yuri starting from second, out of nowhere. Then Jake starts from third, followed by Chironi, then it's the Bobcat Racing drivers, Kamikaze in 16, both Spaniard drivers. Then it's Graf in P7, head of Andres, then it's Kubo and Alexi in the fifth row. Then it's Kado, followed by Kader, then it's Levi, followed by Corvi, then it's Vlad, followed by Zeki's versus and Hetmanek. Starting from the back.
What is happening there?
Yeah, whoever's operating a printer, I think you might need to mute. Interesting.
Okay, she's gone now.
Thank goodness. Come on. CL
That
comes
was
before
annoying.
that. Great lap from Sexy Digger. Urist, how many times have you started on the front row in Challenger League, Urist? Can't be.
Not many.
Yeah.
Not many.
Yeah,
I
not
think
really
there was
the
once
Colin
in the
merchant there.
No. Urist is going to take his first ever CL feature win, maybe. It's possible.
You will see.
I'm surely
Very
hoping for
chaotic
that. By
race.
the way, how many laps is it?
29.
29.
It's
Alright.
one of the most competitive grids we've ever had in Challenger League, and we're ready to get going for the first feature race of Season 8 here at the Catalunya circuit. Go on, Nina.
Right, the lights are out there. Once again, racing in the Challenger League for the start of Season 8, as we see now. Sexy Digger starting from pole position. Now Reese not with a really good start. As you see now, Jake up into second place. Then he's Reese now in third. Then he's Kubo win the sprint race up there as well. As you can see now, Jake going for the lead of the race. There he goes. He took the inside line in pretty well there. As we see now, Reese and Kamikaze going side by side. Now Reese putting himself into the middle of that bike. He's now up into second place. Then Sexy Digger starting from pole, now down into third place. Not really the best start for him, although this is a really chaotic race. But yeah, you will see now there's a really huge trend here of
Kubo
at
with
least
a
7
great toe
drivers
down
now
the
starting
straight.
from
That was
third.
amazing. He took like 3 positions in the straight line. You're still behind Jake. 3 wide.
Yeah, there goes now Jake going pushing to the grass. Oh, big red rocket there. As we see now Sexy Digger takes the lead of the race, running now in second. As we see really big crash between Yuri, Jake, and so
Kraft
many
in
other drivers
third.
down there. Yeah, really decisive of a start. Something not what someone like
Kadra and
Yuri
Commie
would
wide
want.
into the wall there as well. Can they get through? Is it going to be another crash?
6th place from starting in 15th.
Amazing. Eurus and Jake still going at it into turn 1.
Yeah.
Oh, great
Yeah,
line
see
from
now-
Jake.
And we see now Reese going for the inside line from Jake. Are they going to survive it? I think they are. As now we see Jake on the inside, gonna touch the rest of Reese through on the outside, up into third place. And we see Kirby up into P5 with Karaf in P6 and his Andres and Kamikaze, one of the drivers who was involved on that crash down there in P8. He has the soft tires, he's behind of drivers with hard and mediums, not really ideal conditions for him. He's not going for the middle of them two, and I think he's going to make the move pretty successfully there. Really, what a brave move by the driver, making the home race, but now he's going to make a mistake. Oh my god, I cannot believe he just wasted that. He made a really brilliant double overtake, and now I just see Jake
Oh,
in
Zekis
third
and
passing
Commie.
Eurus.
The Spaniards take each other off there.
Oh my god, big disasters right now. We see the
Battles all
leaders
over.
battling each other now. Gironi trying to take the lead with those hard tires on lap 4 as we see Sexy Digger now with the softs. Maybe able to run away now. I think Gironi just got that slipstream back. Really crucial for him. He started with the hard tires. I think he's trying to go for a 2-stopper while Sexy Digger might be on a 3-stop strategy. And that could make the difference. It's a really long pit stop, but at the same time, the softs are certainly much faster than the hards. I think more than half a second per lap. That's the big difference. Although, for the driver with the hard tires, you can get some of that slipstream from the softs. I think that's certainly really useful. As you see now, big crash there. The Kamikaze and Zeki's verse. Once again, Kamikaze is just going backwards in this race. He's now down into last place.
Oh dear.
Oh my god. Really big disaster for the driver who's making his home race. As we see now, Reese trying to pass Jake as he goes side by side into those first 3 turns with Corvid
Top 6.
looking behind.
Oh my
Yeah,
lord.
right now we see Jake once again thanks to grass. Now Reese step into third. Now Corvid trying to make the move, but it's not
Early
going to
stop
work
for
well for
Commie.
him.
Commie in the pit lane already. First driver to put on a new set of softs.
Yeah, going for that clean air down there. He was last, so he has nothing to lose, I think. Yeah, going for some good undercuts too. Now Jake going for the pits, but a really slow entry as he was just touching the grass. Something that the League of Legends player could never do. But yeah, and now we see Sexy Tiger, the leader of the race, just left the pits now, down into P10. And now Gironi is going to enjoy some really good clean air. So probably that was probably what Gironi had in mind as he started from P4. Now he's leading the race. He has all the clean air. Behind his juries with softs, really old softs. So I think at this point the hards are certainly starting to get better than the softs. But yeah, now we see juries going to the pits. But it's certainly going to lose quite a lot of position. As we see now, Sexy Ticket now up into P5, just ahead of him are all the drivers with mediums and hards. He's Graf with the mediums, all the others are with the hard tires. As we see now, Graf right ahead, and now we see Sexy Digger. It's going to be really crucial if he can get rid of these 2 drivers as soon as possible, because he does not want to lose any time to Gironi. As we see now, makes a really sneaky movement to Andres. Now he's going to make the movement to Graf really well done. The other 2 drivers did not have any grip, so there were nothing that they could have done there. So yeah, Sexy Digger up into third. Then we see Graf still battling Andres, I think. Or Andres maybe trying to take some of that slipstream from the Finnish driver. Now I can see, really taking it easy. Yeah, now Andres might try to move on the inside. There he goes. Graf doesn't fight that much. Really safe option, I would say. And maybe at this moment the hards are certainly also faster than the mediums after 9 laps. So yeah, certainly possible as we see now. Graf just losing the slipstream from Andres. Andres, now that I see, he's certainly doing a solid race. He is happy to P4. True that so many drivers have pitted already, but with this clean air, he might certainly be able to finish quite high. Which, yeah, we haven't seen him finish, I think, in the top 5 in Challenge League for quite a while. But yeah, right now I see Journey still leading, Corvid second. And now can see Sexy Zig already catching up to second place. So still yet to pits, but let's see now Corvid. Is he gonna go to the pits now? Gonna stay out. The skip take.
Yeah, well, interesting to see. Andrews only had one finish inside the top 6 in all of last season. We see Kamikaze leaving the race now. His home Grand Prix for a lot of players. We've got a large Spanish player base in the UR2D server. And Andres hasn't stood on that Challenge League podium for a very, very long time indeed, so it should be interesting. Can he manage one today? We've got a big train of cars coming right at him, trying to take it off him. We've got Corvid and Andres and Caddo, who haven't stopped yet, as well as Quetzley.
Alright, so let's see once again, Sexy Digger once again in the lead of the race. I think Gironi has just pitted, now in P5, but really huge undercut by Sexy Digger. 5 seconds, he's up ahead of Andres, who's still yet to pit, and he's going out with 12 laps. As we see now Jake going for the outside. They are teammates, so really not convenient if they not lose any time. As we see now big train, I believe, of Gironi, then Cado, here is, and right behind is 16, Kubo, Corvid. So yeah, really big train. As we see now big battle, maybe. See now Jake, oh my god, he looked like he had hit the pit wall, but it was just on my screen, not his. And yeah, right now you can see Sexty Dig already making the second pit stop. Really interesting. After 12, just making, I believe, 6 of 6 laps. So yeah, I think maybe going for a stop strategy, maybe.
Very aggressive, that. It was a very botched team order from our little snowflakes on the grid, that being Andres and Jake. But they did pile into the pit stops at the same time and managed to get out, so they shouldn't be in each other's hair all too much if they can keep that clean. It's always helpful to have somebody not battling you. Here we've got the fight for the lead.
Yeah, it's Sexy Digger taking the slipstream from Gironi. As you can see, he makes a move on turn 1, and Gironi not taking the slipstream. This might be really big on this race, because yes, Sexy Digger does have the faster tire, maybe even the faster pace. So yeah, maybe this might be a really decisive moment. The transition from Gironi from the lead to second place was certainly not the best, and yeah, you'd have got a really good chance with that slipstream, but now things might change a lot if he's not taking it.
Heritage Performance fighting down in 10th. You can see there lots of scrapping down in the lower reaches of the top 10. Lots of cars into the pits too.
Yeah, it's the HP drivers versus the pro driver Cado. And yeah, right now we also see the videos on their first CL race up in there in Verden before. Certainly, I believe on a 2-stop strategy, or maybe not. Yeah, Corvin might be on a 2-stopper, but not Juris. He has really old hard tires, so he might be pitting soon after 15 laps. And in the meantime, you see also Cado versus Andres. Yeah, Cado does have the faster tire, pretty sure. And yeah, so Andres might be looking to slipstream, but let's see now. The HP drivers teammates here, and he'll be battling. Maybe I would say I think Levi should be in the head of that train, although he does have all the soft, so maybe.
Oh, God.
Raf should be leading, as we see now Ricardo there, and 60 now with the triple overtake, I believe, just passing 3 drivers out of nowhere. Really amazing move. Yeah, really nice move by the returning drivers. We see now Kubo right behind him. They both seem to have similar tires, I believe. We now see Kubo on the outside. He's gonna back out of there. Staying behind from them.
Issue with team orders. They look absolutely farcical when you can't get your organizational skills sorted out, and you lose so much time, and that has absolutely gifted X6 and Kubo 8th and 9th place, as X6 now runs him right off into the grass.
Yeah, really not ideal from him. As you see now Reese and Jake battling each other. I think Jake, does have the better tires, so he certainly does want to pass him, but Reese is not really known for slipstreaming, as you can see now, pushing Jake into the grass on the inside. Now we see Yuri still up there in P4. Now Jake, for some reason, weaving a bit. There, now we see 16 and Kubo still close to each other, trying to catch up to Andres and also Cado. But yeah, they have better tires on those 2 drivers. Yeah, we see now 16. Andres, he got his slipstream. Can you make the move here? No, he was going to stay behind, but no, Andres with the mistake. 16 was going to pass him on the outside, and Kubo is going to follow him. Yeah, now freeway battle here. Andres might need to pit.
Sexy Digger in.
Oh, Sexy Digger up into the pits. Rist and Jake as well. Really close to each other.
Thank God they didn't get pit bug there. Difficult going side by side in. Look, they're still going at it. Love it.
Oh my god, I think Reese is the one who wins that battle out.
Jake's
Yeah,
on the
we see
softer
now.
tyre. Oh, go on, lad.
Yeah, we see also 16 in P5 with Kubo, then it's Andres. Once again, this freeway battle for a top 5 finish in this race.
Caddo very worn, softs ahead. He's in.
Yeah, now Kado up into the pitch. 10 laps to go, maybe going for the hearts till the end.
Het's parked it up.
And I was
He's
right.
out of this race.
Oh,
Oh, X6 and Jeru. Wow, Andres sweeps around the outside of all of them into turn 3. Brilliant move. We've got a great scrap going on here.
Yeah, Andres just for now with only one pit stop, really going for a very conservative strategy.
Look at this.
And yeah, now we still see 16 now up into third with Girouni now in P4. Can he make the move on the outside? Oh my god, they seem to be on their like rocket. Maybe now into the final corner, but they both survive. Ooh, no.
That was a bit
This is
deliberate,
really
X6.
wedging.
You can be more subtle than that, mate. Wow.
Yes, they can. As we see Sexy Digger, I think, getting rid of Corby, though. Still yet to make a final pit stop, and I think Sexy Digger, yeah, one more pit stop for him. But right now, you can see Girouni also getting rid of that big battle we see now. 16
5
Kubo
cars.
and Jake Reese up there, all up there. As we see, it's 16 and Jake taking the runoff. As you know, oh my god, really confusing there. We see now Jake leading this group up into P4 with 16 up there. Then it's Andres, and now 16 into the pits. Kubo is gonna follow him with
Corvid
6 laps
just
to
pitted.
go.
That's
Yeah,
actually,
right.
that's worked really, really well for Corvid. So he just came out of the pit lane, and it was purely the battling of those 5 cars behind him that gave him that free stop, put him into clean air, and still out in 3rd place. He's going to hunt down Girouni for that P2 now.
yeah, Sexy Digger and Corvid gotta love that battling that was going on behind them.
Yeah,
Poor
Sexy Digger does that. As soon as he managed to pass Girouni and not having him behind the slipstream, I think pretty sure Sexy Digger was in a really good position to win, even if he still has to make one more pit stop. But yeah, let's see, the only hope from Girouni is that he can still take his slipstream as soon as the Latvian pits at the front. But yeah, but now he has a much bigger problem. It's Corville right behind with the mediums and fresher tires as well. But maybe he can use his slipstream to maybe counter-attack Sexy Digger, who knows. And yes, right now we see Uris in P4, then it's Kado now in P6. This has certainly been a really close race, as you see now. Jake to the pitch. Certainly really close races. Really been really hard to follow the strategy here, but now it's all coming to the end as everyone is making the final pit stops. But yeah, now we see Corvid really getting
Sexy
really close
Digger
now.
in.
Yes, is he here to the pits? Is he gonna be able to lead it to the front? If he does it, and then I think he got to win.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go, Sexy
He's
Digger leaving the pits, and there he
He's
goes.
done
There's
it.
no doubt about now. He's leave the pits into the lead.
What a
There's
strategy.
no one behind him. It's just a matter of bringing it home. There's no rain to interrupt his lead, so yeah, right now it's the big question right now. I think he's for 2nd place, as we see now Corvin taking the slipstream from the Belarusian. Can he make the move on the inside? No, he's gonna stay behind for now. Just some slipstreaming. You see now Journey really taking the corner really easily. But let's see now Corvin might try to move on the outside. Is they going now side by side with each other? As they are no longer teammates, they were in the final of the last season. Now see Corvin going for the move on the outside. Still trying to move on the outside, but Corvin still defending on the inside. And now Joroni with the big mistake. Corvin is going to take 2nd place, I think, but still Joroni has this slipstream, which is really crucial to still battle for that 2nd place and lose as few points as possible to Sexy Digger if he wants to also renew his title. You see right now, I think Corvin might be able to run away. He's very close to do that. I think Joroni still has the slipstream.
Fighting in the background as well, over that P4 spot.
Yeah, it's Suri's versus Kado, but right now I can see Johnny is trying to take the slipstream, I think. Maybe a move, and now try to move on the outside. Can he do it? No, I don't think so. Corvid still defending pretty well. He has a really big ping, so yeah, really something to be careful, especially for Johnny. It may be Corvid, since it's a 1v1 battle. And yeah, right now we see Johnny is still keeping himself behind. I think we'll have a look at this battle for P4 as we see now Kado just diving on the inside of Ruiz and he takes the move on P4 really clean actually. But certainly aggressive. And yeah, right now we see Ruiz trying to make the move on Kado and yeah, Ruiz not gonna be happy with that.
No room there, mate.
Yeah, certainly no group. And yeah, and now I see Kado still in P4. He's not separated. In the meantime, you still see Huri is trying, Journey, trying to fight with Corvin, trying to keep that safe stream. It's really such a now
He's
Corvin,
got
the
him.
mistake should only take second place. Now we are coming to the final lap of the race. Sexy Digger up ahead, 5 seconds or 4.5 seconds ahead, and yeah, very likely to take the win. But now we see Johnny still trying to defend second place. Now Corvin going to the outside. There he goes, takes second place. Now
What
he
an
has the inside line.
overtake.
He keeps the position pretty well. Gironi, I don't think can do that much, as Corby still has the better tires at the moment and more speed, of course, and now Gironi might try to move on the inside. There he goes, gonna take the move, but now Corby goes off for the switchbackers. Meanwhile, Sexy Digger takes the win of the feature race. After getting
Jerry's still got a chance, he needs to
but
pull
there he
out.
goes now, Gironi gonna make the move.
Oh.
It's the photo finish there, I'm pretty sure. Because right now we see Kado maybe going for that P4, yeah, there he goes, P4 for him, then Ruri's gonna finish P5, then it's Kubo after the win, is gonna be P6 now on the feature race, and it's Snowflake drivers, Andrew and Jake, then it's Graf, followed by 16, and it's Vlad, followed by Levy, then it's Seki's verse now, with Glassy now, very close, is gonna finish
Very
ahead, I don't
close.
know,
Another
oh my
photo
god, another,
finish.
yeah, with Kader now in P15, and Hetz has retired from this race, same thing with Kamikaze, I haven't noticed that, to be honest.
Yeah, he was just parked up in the pit lane about halfway through. Zekis might have a point there. Let's do a bit of post-race rundown while we've got the time. I mean, what a fantastic bit of racing. Great strategy from X6 and Jake, also on the same ambitious four-stopper it was for him. If we've got Het in the VC or any of the racers, want to give us a bit of thoughts before we get the confirmed results?
I was very slow.
Fair point. Bit of chatting in the final lobby. I mean, Nuno, what did you make of that one?
Yes, a strong performance by Sexy Digger really came in here. And Santi went for the win. He could have won the sprint race, but got unlucky with the light storm. But now in the feature, nothing could have stopped him. Even with the four-stop strategy, which was quite impressive. Yeah, Juruni
Corvid got him.
taking third. Yeah, and it looks like Corby is gonna take second place. So there he goes. Sexy Digger takes the win on the fastest lap, so that's another extra point for him. Then it's Corby in second, followed by Juruni, who completes the podium. Then it's Kado and Ruiz completing the top 5. Then it's Kubo, followed by the little Snowflake drivers, Andrews and Jake. Then it's Graf in 16 in the top 10. Then it's Vlad, followed by Levy. Then it's Kletsi, followed by Sekis. Then it's Kader finishing ahead of Het and Kamikaze, who retired from this race.
Gwetsley and Zeki separated by nothing on the finish line there, so we'll just have to take the host screen that Gwetsley was indeed ahead. But what a fantastic bit of racing that was. Right.
I have a POV, so I can take that.
Okay. Well,
On my POV, I was ahead, of course.
we've heard that one before. That's it until next week in Portimao for both JL and CL. SL still to come tonight. Half an hour till then. We'll see you there.